Hey guys, welcome to my studio. My name is Evan and today I'm going to show you all of the art supplies I use for all of my different mediums. So I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to leave a comment, a like, and subscribe, and I'll check you guys after the intro. Later. So first of all, I have my essentials now. So these are the things I'm going to be using every single day, every single piece of art I make. So first of all is my sketchbook. I use a Canson sketchbook. It's light paper. It's nothing that's too special, but it works well for me, so I like it. It's a Canson one. The stickers are custom, by the way, and I don't exactly know what this is, but I believe it is just for graphite. So yeah. Then pencil sharpener, just a basic one obviously, and then I have this little pencil case thingy here with all of the things in it that I use every single time. So first of all, little tiny eraser. We have a charcoal pencil. This is I don't know what brand this is, man. It doesn't say. I bought this at my local art store. It's probably some random European brand, so yeah. I do not know what this is, but we'll use it. Now for sketching, I use an IKEA pencil. I have a ton of these laying around my house, and they are my absolute favorite sketching pencils to use because the graphite is so soft and they're free. So free art supplies. Now for some more fine lines, for some more actual committed lines, I use a normal regular HB pencil. Then for line, I have this Unipin fine liner right here, which is water and fade proof, which is amazing. This is a 0.6. This is what I have on me at all times, but I also do have a different set of fine liners, which is right here. I'll show you that in a minute. But so yeah, this is that one, 0.6, and then I have a Pentel paint white marker, which is a fine point. So yeah, that's for the highlights. And then we have this little stick. I don't know what that's called in English. A fade stick? No, it's probably not called that. But yeah, we all know what this is for making shadows and blending and stuff like that. So that's in my necessity, this little case. And then these are Staedtler fine liners, and these range from all of these different sizes. Yes, you can see those. Beautiful. They come in all different sizes and they're absolutely amazing. So that's that. Now furthermore, I have these two sets, which I do use quite on, like, if I don't feel like actually doing some committed art but I want to do something anyway. So these are cheap watercolor pencils, which actually I think they fade pretty well. And this is just a random graphite set with different sizes and stuff. So yeah, that is for the necessities, and now I'm gonna go over for what I use for colored pencils. So I'll see you guys in a bit. So these are the colored pencils I use. I do not use very fancy or expensive Prismacolors or Faber-Castells, but yeah. So this is the first set ever of colored pencils I got that was a little bit good. I guess good because they don't blend for shit, but yeah. So these are Kante ones, apparently. Since 1795. Now they claim vivid colors and strong lead. Well, the color ain't so vivid, but I guess the lead is quite strong, so that claim's true. Now, this is my testing paper. This is what they look like. I'll give you a little close-up of them. Wait. How can I? Okay, there we go. So, I didn't use these a lot, as you can see. They're black. They are super light. Like, these are probably the lightest pencils I've ever felt in my life. Now, for reference, this is white paper. This is a red pencil. This is as the brightest it can probably. Wait, let me. Now, I pressed really hard. This is the brightest it's gonna go. Like, it's not gonna be any more pigmented. But I do have new ones now. These did have quite a lot of nice tones for flesh tones and stuff, and earthy tones. So I do use these sometimes. Now these are the ones that I do use, the Brazil design ones. Now these, I believe, are European. I don't think you can get these in America, and if you can, good for you, because they're actually pretty good. They come in this box right here with these little 4 drawers, and every single drawer has little colors in it. So this says like pinks and reds, and this is like, I don't know, and then it has like miscellaneous colors. One's upside down actually. Excuse me. Now for comparison reasons, this is the red. This is the nice drawers, they're amazing. Now this, I believe, is the brightest red they have, and I'm gonna put it right next to the other one, and you be the judge, okay? This is the pigment with barely any pressing against it. So this one is the Brazil one, and this one is the Kente one. Now, which one's better? I think we can all agree on that one. So, yeah. This is what I use. They're pretty good. I like these. So yeah, that's what I use for my colored pencils. Now next we're gonna go to paper. So now moving on to paper, this is the paper I use for drawing, marker paper, and watercolor. So first of all, let's start with the normal paper. Boom. This is artist drawing paper by Schut. Apparently, probably also a European brand, since it has German and French on it. So yeah, this is almost empty, by the way. I gotta get a new pad. This is almost empty. This is 160 grams, so it's only going to be good for light grain stuff, pen, pencil, charcoal, that sort of stuff. It is A4, it has 30 sheets in it, and it's beautiful. It is €9 per pad, which is pretty cheap. For 30 sheets, €9, I believe that's about $10. So yeah, that's what I use for normal paper. Now my watercolor pad is a one that is a kind of it's from a store, an art store in the neighborhood, and it is their own brand. So this is not gonna be buyable somewhere else. So it's an actual pad. It doesn't have sheets. It's a solid pad, which is nice, so I don't have to tape anything. It is, oh, this is a little bit dirty. That has like hardened paint on it. Dang it. Okay, so this is cold press paper. It is 300 grams, which I really like. I also like 300 grams for my marker paper, but I don't have 300 grams, but it's fine. So this is 300 grams. It has 20 sheets. It's a little bigger than A4, so I like it. It's good paper. I believe, what did I pay for this? I believe I paid $6 for this, and I use this all the time. Now for marker paper, I use this. Now this comes in little tiny packets of like 5 sheets, and for 5 sheets I pay €1.25. You probably can't see it, but it's on the sticker. That's about $1.50 American dollars. This is, it just says high quality marker paper. So yeah, I don't know. This is brandless. It's brandless. I'm really not that much of a help, am I, with this kind of stuff. Like, I use a lot of cheap off-brand stuff because I'm broke. But it works fine. You don't need expensive art supplies to make good art. I feel like it's not that I make amazing art, but like, you know. So it is made for alcohol markers and markers on water bases, and it has a super smooth finish. So that's that for paper. Now, so these are the markers I use, and they're amazing. So I use the Spectrum Noir Illustrator markers. I know a lot of people don't like these, but I really enjoy using them. So I have, they have bullet nibs, just like this. Tiny little bullet nibs or fine tips, whatever. And they have brush nibs, which are actually pretty big. They're pretty stiff too. I know a lot of people like very malleable nibs. I don't, because I don't have a lot of control over them, and I'm a marker noob, so I like when they're a little bit like fine tips, but like bigger and a little bit softer, you know. So I have two 12 packs, the landscape pack and the seascape packs, because you gotta have your greens and your blues. And then I have some loose colors, which is LV3, DR2, and DR7 if anybody's interested. And yeah, that's what I use for markers. Now moving on is my watercolor stuff. So this is all of the stuff I use for watercolors. First of all, I have a little tiny palette. I don't have a big palette because I mix on a lot of just ceramic and they're downstairs. So this is a palette I have, it's plastic. Then for brushes, wait, let me just get this stuff out here really fast. Wait. Wow. Now these are the brushes I use. So I have 3 little tiny brushes here, which are the this one's messed up. I have to re-wet this and let it dry properly because I didn't last time. These are Winsor and Newton ones, and they are very, very nice brushes. I really like these. Yeah, like I said, I butchered one, but I just have to re-wet it and let it dry the proper way. Now for my big brush, this is blue, because my brother put it in blue dye when he was painting something like a cookie or a cake or something. I don't know what he was thinking when using this, so I have to clean this with rubbing alcohol, but it should be fine. This is Winsor Newton Cotman, so this is their other like little side brand. And then I use Rembrandt brushes too. So these have this is a little set, it has like a little handle and like 3 different brushes, which are mostly small ones, and yeah, I really like those. Now moving on to paints, I'm not very serious about watercolor, but I like using it once in a while, so I don't have very expensive paints at all. First of all, I used this little tiny spray bottle, which was a perfume tester, but I turned it in, put water in it, and used it to sweat my little blocks of watercolor. So this is another Van Gogh set. Oh no, wait, this is Rembrandt, and this is Van Gogh. So it has a little tiny palette up and down, it has all the little colors, and a brush, but I don't use the brush. So there's all the colors it has in the base set. I do a lot of mixing anyway, so it's fine for me, it works perfectly, so I use that. And then I use these cheap ones, which is these ones. They're little blocks of watercolor, as you can see. And these are little cakes, and they might seem like super cheap at first, or they're glued anyways. They might seem super cheap at first, but they actually give a lot of good color. So, yeah, I actually,